You ready for this part? My favorite part. Without the royal family, Harry would simply be a slightly thick, balding ex-soldier, while Meghan would be a moderately attractive, not very successful ex-actress. Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Ooh, I'm so glad you're here. We need to have a conversation. The whiniest of the whingers has spoken out. That's right. He is mad. Ooh, he's pouty and says he will not be broken. Oh, I have lots to say about that. Contraire, Mom Frere, you already are broken. Lots to say about that. Lots to discuss. Here to discuss it all with me is my favorite, let's see, normally I have an intro for you. My favorite horse wrangler? My favorite, my favorite equerry. How about that? Say hello.
Hello, this is Jay, also known as Dr. Bad Vibes. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube saying things. But today I'm going to be the resident website expert and say things about Harry's reaction to his terrible website.
Yep, this comes out of Daily Mail. Breaking news. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's my breaking noise. My breaking news noise. Prince Harry hits back after criticism of Sussex.com because they can't handle the truth. They love to criticize everybody else, especially his family, but they can't handle it when it's pointed at them. So yeah, he's hit back after criticism of their stupid website and, quote, royal rebrand, whatever the heck that's supposed to mean, defiantly. Defiantly. He would never defy Meghan. That's why I'm laughing about that. Insisting he and Meghan will not be broken. Oh, okay, doofus. So you're happy to try to break down your family, especially your brother and his wife really try. Emphasis on the word try. They'll never be successful. But they're happy to try to break down everybody else. But if it's aimed back at them, they don't like it.
How dare you use free speech to express opinions on us.
Yeah, they famously hate free speech.
Yes, free speech is bad. I poop on it. No more free speech.
I mean, really, like, it's a... I can't even get it out. It's a stupid website, and you can't say criticism on it. I mean, objectively, it looks bad. I mean, it's not good. And people point that out, and you're like, where? Yeah. Where? It's just silly. Like, dish it out but can't take it. Classic example. That's right. I guess we're going to dive in more with it, but it's just why such a baby, you know?
Because he's awful and spoiled, and I think that the palace covered for a long time what a wanker he was, and now we're getting to see it firsthand.
Yeah, that's true. They did a good job. Yeah, they did a good job of shielding him from the world, I guess.
And work and stuff.
Yeah. Well, now he's been exposed to 1 hour a week, and I think it's got him in shambles. Obviously, but even the website, it's not that hard to make a website anymore. And they had to hire some design studio to put out this subpar resume. Mm-hmm. The whole thing's just weird. Yeah. Like, I mean, we've already harped on that, but
they're making their own royal family.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically, I guess, to summarize, it's like they're trying to spin off their own royal family outside of the UK. Assume that we're going to recognize them as royal in U.S. or Canada or Jamaica or wherever they're going to go or stay, and make up their own protocol now, it sounds like.
Yes, sir.
You must call me sir.
And ma'am. It's just like so try-hard bad. Again, I brought up this example a long time ago. Go with me on this journey. So like when a pro wrestler would leave the WWF or WWE, generally that character was created in that company, and they couldn't, go somewhere else and keep using that name. Sound familiar? And the most famous example would be the Ultimate Warrior. He was the one being groomed to take over for Hulk Hogan and be the new number one guy. But
Don't say groomed.
Set up to be the new guy. And it turns out he was a bad person and not very good. So he ended up getting fired and kept trying to use his name. It ended up in court, and his way around it was to legally change his name to Warrior. So I feel like there's a lot of parallels between this and pro wrestling. I mean, really, it's almost as much drama and stupidity, just not as many steel chairs being slung around.
That we're aware of.
Well, yeah, I mean, maybe dishes instead of chairs. So that's where we're at. It's like they're just saying, okay, well, we'll just change their name to something royal, and then you have to go with it.
And holy crap, you got to use your wrestling example. Your nerdy pain in the ass wrestling stuff paid off. Way to go. And by the way, he does do a great job recapping wrestling stuff. Check out his channel, Dr. Bad Vibe Speaks. All right, Numbnuts has hit back after criticism of he and Meghan Sussex. Bleh, I won't even say their website. That one and royal rebrand. The couple are embroiled in a series of controversies just this week. No. They have been embroiled in controversies since before they left, including their new website, which insists the pair are, quote, shaping the future through business and philanthropy. Oh, yeah? How's that working out for you, philanthropy, flying on private jets, but still asking for donations? That's good philanthropy, and also still not speaking out about the African parks. How's that going? How's that shaping? So then they go into the reports that they've changed the kids' names to Sussex. I've talked about that. And then the deal with Limonada, I've talked about that too. Everything they do is a scam, is bullshit. Let's keep going. All right. The article continues to spell out the nonsense, but the part I want to talk about is there are renewed calls to strip them of their titles. I am one of these people in this camp. I always get made aware that by stripping them, they'll still be able to go by, because you can't strip his birth prince thing, right? And I've heard conflicting things about that, but from what I understand, you can't strip that. So he would be Prince Henry and she would be Princess Henry. I actually kind of love it because how pathetic would that be, right? They've had their titles stripped. They're clinging on to that. So they'd be Prince and Princess Henry. If they've legally changed their last name to Sussex, I don't know what. That just really strikes me funny because, again, it would show the desperation. And I'm going to wrap up reading this article, and then we are going to have more of a conversation about this, but I have to read you my favorite part. Here we go. The Sun newspaper also said that Harry faced claims that the crest was used out of date after he became son of the monarch last year. Male columnists believe that the couple should be stripped of their titles to stop them shamelessly profiting off the royal family. That is exactly where I fall. I will never forget. I will never forgive the way they treated Her Majesty the late Queen, the way that they've sold themselves to Oprah and everybody else and told all these lies. I think they should be. That's my personal opinion. Don't be upset with me. Without the royal family, you ready for this part? My favorite part. Without the royal family, Miss Fine said, Harry would simply be a slightly thick, balding ex-soldier, while Meghan would be a moderately attractive, not very successful ex-actress. Dun, dun, dun. Can you think of a better ending to an article than that? I cannot.
I never really thought of it all from that perspective. So maybe this whole thing is just one wild midlife crisis.
Yes.
They're both realizing that they're not going anywhere. What are we going to do? And they're trying to make something happen from nothing. Yeah, this website seems to be a step in that direction with their resumes, I guess, kind of leading up to ask for more money from somebody.
Can I just say, though, on that resume thing, somebody said, and it may have been you as well, said, it's like working, I don't know, anywhere, an entry-level job somewhere, and then rewriting your resume to sound like you're the CEO. I feel like that's what they've done.
Yeah, that's a good example. I mean, it's definitely overinflating a lot of things in general, which that's not a shock with these two.
Well, they've done nothing.
Yeah, I mean, when did they come to the U.S.? Was it 2020? Gosh, 2020. So they've been here 4 years, and this is all they've done is basically just
bitch and moan.
Yeah, just bitch and moan and grift.
What did they do with the royal family? Bitch and moan and grift.
Yeah, God, it's like no wonder they just. I mean, everybody else is like, just stop, stop. I mean,
I love hearing the exasperation in your voice because it's what we've all been feeling. Continue.
Yes. Well, yeah, I can very much understand the frustration from the UK citizens.
Yeah. Well, from all of us.
And everybody. I mean, they had to come bring that shit over here. It's like,
and don't forget the Canadian geese.
Yeah, the Canadians.
Dumping on them.
Yeah, I mean, at least the silver lining for the Canadians is they didn't stay there long.
Yeah.
But now they're back. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens. But I mean, really, it's like what are you trying to do? It's just flailing, just literally like shotgunning shit at the wall to see what sticks. And so far, I mean, I guess everything that has stuck it smells really bad because it is shit. And I don't know where to go from here. I mean,
They don't know where to go from here.
obviously not. They seem to be in like floundering, thrashing as they fall from grace. What if they're ever in grace, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying. Like, it's just so weird to see.
It is.
And they've been like the amount of of course I'm just watching from the sidelines. Just the amount of photos and nonsense news coming out.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure it's not just curiosity from the press. That's probably exerting a little influence, aka money, or whatever, to get these articles out.
Yeah.
Speculation. And it's like, what, I don't even know how to keep saying it. Like, what, I just don't understand what they're doing.
I don't think anybody does, and that therein lies the fascination. It's like they didn't work hard at all. They never do. They don't work for anything except for running scams like this and running bullshit. That's the only time you see any effort on their part, or trying to trash the royal family.
Yeah, and I guess all that being said, the only thing that people can really get behind is supporting the veterans. So maybe in that regard, that the Invictus games have been the only success to a degree.
Yeah, but they pissed on that.
But yeah, I know, it's like, it's not their thing. They tried very hard to make it their thing, and they went too far with it. So I don't know, maybe they look back and it's like, hey, this is the only thing that almost works, so let's add a winter edition, and hopefully not steal the spotlight from the veterans. I mean, at the end of the day, that's who it's for.
I mean, never feature them.
Yeah, I mean, based on just the website alone, I don't think the veterans are going to get the spotlight. It's just going to be like, oh yeah,
Here's the thing. We set up a playground for them to play on, and yay us.
Yeah.
I think that may be where it's headed, and that takes money. Again, that's kind of what we already went over. The resume website. That's the hand's not quite stuck out yet, saying gimme gimme. But I think that's well, I mean, in this, it's always out there. But I think this is to try to justify it. And when I say justify it, I mean they're trying to make this winter edition of the Invictus games, and it feels like they're shopping it around, similar to a sports team. Like, hey, we'll build a stadium here if you give us money. It's like trying to attract investors, I guess, is what I'm getting at. So that way they'll be able to refill the money the money pit, and continue to do whatever they do with it, which I hope the veterans see a chunk of.
It just screams to me at the last Invictus and now at this Invictus meeting, they make it all about themselves always. And it's the Meghan show. Let's be real. It's the Meghan show. Harry's just her puppet that follows her around. Like, it's so weird, but they make it about themselves. That it's just completely aimed in the wrong direction. But also, I really feel like now they have to have it more than ever, because what else? And this is, I know they didn't do Invictus is not theirs, but I'm saying this. What else do they have? Nothing, because they really cock everything up. I don't know how else to say it. Like, they do. They just, everything they touch turns to shit, because they are the two worst people. And anybody else in the world, I'd be like, damn, they have terrible luck. No, not these two. They bring it upon themselves, and they do this crap. I just keep thinking about this. He's speaking, oh, we won't be broken. But again, they are the ones that try to break everybody else down. Pick a member of either side of their families and think about it. And I could tell you for 2 hours how they've tried to break that person down, minus Doria, because she seems to be on the payroll, allegedly.
And all of this seems to be pointing towards that goal. This website seems to be their own splinter cell of royal family.
Good way of describing
like
it.
they're like, we're our own thing now, but we're still royal, so still.
I'm the captain now.
I'm the king now.
And Meghan's like, no, I'm the king. And
He's like, oh yes, Mom.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally what it reads like. They're breaking off their own fork of the royal family. It's like it goes this direction, and they chose the U.S. to do that. Like, okay, like we're all going to just say, yeah, okay, you're royalty now. Let's build you a palace here. That's not going to happen. They've treated their own family badly. They've been ostracized, and now they're just going to try to start over like everybody didn't see all of that. I mean, that's what the response is about. It's not I mean, the website does look kind of shitty, but
Yeah, no, I get what
but
you're saying,
it's it's just pointing towards that, and it's just
the bigger picture.
yeah, it's always just that, and it's so silly. Like
They're awful people.
yeah, yeah. I mean, they're awful.com.
Yeah. Don't go to that website. Yeah, they're awful people. You're right. They always do the worst possible thing at every single turn. And so here we are. So they brought this upon themselves. They try to bring down everybody else, but ooh, you see how they react when they're brought down, rightly so. So I'm enjoying watching the fall. I won't lie. I am. They deserve every second of it because of the hurt that they've caused. Again, Her Majesty the late Queen, especially Catherine, Princess of Wales, everybody else, Prince William, all of them, King Charles, just so much unnecessary hurt brought upon them. What, for attention? For their 15 minutes? And then here we are. Yep. We see it, royally backfiring, and I'm enjoying watching it. Anyway, tell everybody where to find you.
Well, you can find me on YouTube as well as Dr. Bad Vibes if you like video games, or Dr. Bad Vibes Speaks if you like me speaking, because that's what I do there. I speak about dumb news. And then I also stream live on twitch.tv/Dr. Bad Vibes, and those generally simul-stream to either channel depending on the content. So if you would, please follow me on all those. A lot of people have, and I really appreciate that.
Yes.
I hope I see everybody there soon, and I continue to see everybody here. Honk, honk.
Honk, honk. Yes, and thank you for designing our caffeinated and feisty merch. Thank you to everybody who's picked up the caffeinated and feisty merch. If you haven't seen it, it's got a very cute goose on there. It's a lot of fun. I love it. I'm very excited about it, and the response has been incredible. Thank you all. What else? If you want to further support the show, check out Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. That's where you can find our bonus episodes, extra content, deep dives, that sort of thing. So definitely check that out. I hear you loud and clear. A lot of you guys are asking for live chat. I will do another one soon. The Gosling's been a little under the weather, so I've been kind of taking care of her and, everything else. So it's just been a little time crunch at the Lord and Lady Goose household, but we're getting it back together. So we're hoping to have maybe this weekend a live chat. We'll just have to see. I don't know what day this is going up, but if we're able to do one, I will post it in the community tab and on Patreon. So just check back lots, and if we do that, then I'm sure Jay will jump on and do the stream with us, and then he'll probably stream on his channel. So I'll let you know if we're able to make that work. If this weekend doesn't work, then I promise you very soon, hopefully next week, we will do that. But as always, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all the lovely messages, all the support. Can't wait to read your thoughts on this one. Thank you for everything. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.